welcome to A Conversation with the Mayor. This is an interview series ran by Mayor Media, where we find different creators within the city, some that I already know and some that I'm just finding out about. And we got a special guest here today, one of my boys for years. I've known this gentleman for at least a decade.
It's
It's been a while. It's been a while. Would you introduce yourself to the people?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're viewing this. My name is FlexxGotNext. I am a entrepreneur, Soca DJ, businessman here in Toronto, Canada. So thank you for having me, Mayor Media, dog.
Of course. I reached out to Flex. Flex hit me back, and you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
So usually I like running the interviews on the Fridays, the Saturdays after the work week. Mm-hmm. You cannot get this man on the weekend. It's impossible. You are busy. So busy's good though.
Busy is good. Busy is good, especially coming off of 2 years where we were not busy at all. Being able to get right back into it is a blessing.
For sure. That's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. I know the pandemic hit a lot of people really rough. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, but especially yours, it definitely hit you guys a little bit in terms of like, you guys had to do things for events. You guys had to do things for parties. You guys had to do things for get-togethers, social events, weddings, etc. All those things got put on pause. Like, how did the pandemic affect you as a DJ?
It was rough, real rough. Like, everything just came to a standstill. Couldn't fly nowhere, couldn't produce anything. So everything switched to online, right? And if you don't have like a studio set up, right?
Yeah.
You can't really put forth the best quality that you want to, especially when your peers have it and you want to stay on the same level of quality that they put out.
100%, yeah.
Right? So I did the Instagram lives and I started on the Twitch thing, but then when I looked to my left and I looked to my right and my boys is putting out, they had all kind of crazy motion graphics and all this kind of thing.
It wasn't really your lane.
Yeah. Not that it wasn't my lane. I was like, these are the people that I work with all the time, who I get compared to all the time.
Yeah.
So I would rather not put something subpar. I would rather take a step back and support my brothers while they flourish. So it was a lot of that going on, and it was, I could say it now. There was a 1-2 underground parties that we were doing.
That Doug Ford didn't know about. I feel you.
We shouldn't have done, but we still had to eat at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at a black man getting his paper at the end of the day. So that's good that you found a way to adjust. So have you seen, like, can you kind of describe how it's been since the pandemic? It's not that it's over, but like since everything's kind of opened up a little bit, can you describe that shift?
So the first time we came off of lockdown, was July last year, June, July.
Yeah, around then.
Out the gate, everything was on fire.
Events.
We was moving at 100 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Right? And then everything came to a halt again in like December, Christmas time. Then we reopened, what was it, March?
Yeah, around March. Yeah.
Sorry. March was a little feeling out process. April was still a bit uneasy. But once May hit, and it looked like
events on fire.
Yeah. So everything's moving at a rapid pace again. Able to fly out again. Came back from Atlanta in May. I was in Florida in February. So things are the way it should be.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Do you see that growth with, like, you talked about your brothers, your peers, other people in your industry? Do you see that with them too?
Yes, definitely. The one thing about the pandemic for all of us, it gave us time to like sit down and research and diversify, and like I introduced myself earlier as a soca DJ.
Yeah.
But like that's just because soca is like my main passion.
Yeah.
But I was able to dive into like roots and reggae and R&B and like really expand my my crates. So like I'm well prepared to do anything. Not that I wasn't before, but like I'm now like
I got you.
Really able to go in any kind of musical lane that I want to, and that's not me alone. A number of my fellow like contemporaries, same thing for them.
For sure. I feel like as a creator during the pandemic, you could have went one of two ways. You could have, as you said and what you did, and I respect, you could diversify your craft and kind of grow. Or you could sit down and sulk about it and try to switch up and do something else. So I guess the difference is the love and the passion. And you love your craft.
Exactly. And it was like therapy. Mm-hmm. Like still being able to learn and discover new music. It was like that first time feeling all over again.
Yeah.
Couldn't play it out anywhere, but we could prepare.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, that this isn't going to last forever, even though it may have felt that way. But you just want to make sure that when the time comes, you're ready.
I kind of spoke a little bit about love for the craft, and you spoke about getting that reignited feeling again. Can you talk to us a little bit about that first feeling that you got when you started DJing, when like, boom, like this is it. This is something I wanted to do?
It felt great. Like at first it was like nerve wracking being in front of people, like of course the house gatherings, the family, the uncle and thing in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
And that was, but like when you start getting out in front of complete strangers, right? And the way I was being responded to, and after the messages of encouragement and you did so great, like that was when like I knew like this is I'm in it for.
So was it from like other DJs that you received that, or was it like friends and family? Like which one kind of hit you like, oh shit, like I'm serious, I'm in this?
People, I would say the two most, not two, but like when it came from people that I looked up to, right? And then when it came from complete strangers, and then like my inner circle is gonna support me regardless, right? But even when it came from them and it wasn't just like they're just saying it just because I'm their friend, those three combined was the it factor.
I think that's really big because it doesn't matter what you do. Once people stop putting that friendship goggles on whatever your craft is, and you get that genuine response, like, yo, that's great. Like, this is good. When you start getting those comments, it feels good. Like, I know I'm new in the podcast game and stuff like that, interview game. When I get those compliments from people, and you can kind of look in their eyes and see when they're telling you like from the heart, like what you're doing is good. So I definitely understand that for sure.
Yeah.
So how was your family receiving your choice of career path? Like you full-fledged, like this is my number one career option to DJ.
So for those that don't know, my dad was a DJ, right? So it was kind of almost like it was written.
Yeah.
So they're already familiar with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right? So as long as I was like actually passionate about it and I'm good at it, my family, they were always supportive of it.
Man, shout outs to Papa Flex one time, bro.
Yeah, moms too.
There you go.
And my sister gonna kill me if I don't shout her out. So shout out to my sister too.
Man, shout outs to the whole Flex family, man. We're out here. Okay, so I need you to be real with me. I interview a lot of guys, a lot of women, a lot of people, and they're humble. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be real with me right now. When you go to other parties, other events, has a patron, do you judge other DJs? Do you judge their sets?
Yes. And like, to be honest, I really don't like going out with if I'm not working. Like,
yeah.
Like, and it's just because my brain is always analyzing, always. And then like my friends, they can see it on my face, and then you have people that come up to you like, oh, so what time are you going on? Or how come you're not or how come you're not playing today?
See, that's when you're recognized.
And it's like I came here to chill, and
yeah.
Like it's tough.
So you said analyze. So you are listening a little bit. So what goes on through your head? Like, yo, this mix wasn't right. I don't know the terminology. Like, let us know.
Like, like transitions. Like one of my favorite questions is, how did we get here? So how were we in this lane, and 3 minutes later, if so much, we're in a completely different lane? Like, I feel like music and DJing is an art. It's about telling a story.
Yeah.
So for me, like, the flow of the songs in order really matter to me. So I'm always like, why did that come after that? Right? For a while they were calling me Transition God.
Transition God? Yeah.
I remember that.
I rock with that nickname. I fuck with it.
Yeah. So that is like the biggest thing to me.
Okay. I'm only reason I asked that is because I've been to events with you, like side events, like a house party or whatever. We're not gonna put anybody on blast or anything like that. But like, we've been to some things, and I've seen the look on your face. You can't hide the look on your face sometimes.
Yeah.
So I had to ask you that. So how long have you been a DJ overall, for the people that don't know you?
Professionally, I am on year 8
Year
of being a professional DJ. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So everybody knows you as FlexxGotNext.
Yeah, man.
Right? That's great. Got next, it means you're next up. You've been DJing for 8 years. So I personally believe that we need a nickname change for this guy. So I have a few options here. I want you to see what you think, how you feel, and then we can go from there. You ready?
All
right. So I got, instead of FlexxGotNext, I got FlexxHadNext, because you're already here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're already like established. This one just rhymed to me. I got Flex Gets Vexed. It could be like your superhero name, you know what I mean? When you're mad at another DJ's set. Your last name, sorry to put the govy out there, but your last name is Felix, so I put Felix is Flex. You know, I'm just throwing some names out there for you. You know what I'm saying? I got Flex Got Now, because you're already here, you're established, you're that guy. And I got my personal favorite, Mr. International.
Don't do that.
Because the passport has stamps.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Still has a few more pages to fill up, but you know, out of all of those, I like Flex Got Now.
Flex Got Now.
But so the Got Next part of Flex Got Next, like, it just means that there's always another opportunity, or there's always another something to achieve. Right? So there's never really an ending to it, because there's so many levels to this. It's all about growth and leveling up, and it's never gonna stop. So that's the Got Next has meaning.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's actually a good reasoning for it. So for everybody out there, we're gonna keep it at FlexxGotNext. We're not changing anything.
If I do ever have an ego trip, though,
it's
Flex Got Now.
Okay, cool. Just give me some credit when you're out there in the top level events. You feel me? All right. So you kind of just mentioned this. I know any type of craft that you're in. I know Chris knows. You know. You start at the beginning, and there's people that you may look up to. Was there anybody that you looked up to when you were starting out?
Of course, first and foremost, my dad, right? Also, DJ Two Touch, rest in peace. He was a couple years older than me in high school, right? He used to like DJ like the high school dances and all that kind of stuff. So I seen him up close from a young age. DJ Sparks as well. Shout out to Amir B as well. That Sparks is Amir B's older brother. Dr. J.
Dr. J, big up Dr. J.
Yeah, man. Who else I used to listen to on radio? Like starting from scratch.
Big up starting from scratch.
Yeah, damn. On Flow 935.
Yeah.
He used to kill it. Jester. International Steven. And then DJ Puffy is one of like my biggest like inspirations as well. So
okay, that's what's up. Do you have an idea of what you would say to up and coming DJ? Because you were in that position, right? You were that young buck trying to figure it out, trying to get to the position that you're currently in and achieve higher steps, as you said. Is there something you would tell, like a piece of advice for somebody that's just starting out?
never stop working. Attitude matters. There's gonna be a lot of times where things don't go your way, or you might feel slighted by something, or just circumstances just don't end up in your favor. Keep working, because one day, like, the tides will turn, and it'll be your time to break through. I've had to learn that. So always just stay humble. Always.
Those are big words. Big words for any up and coming DJ.
And anything that you do in life.
Yeah.
Anything. Right? Like you may feel that you have it, but even if you do, like, there's a natural process to this, and the steps can't be skipped.
You can't cheat the game.
Yeah.
Because then whatever rewards you get from it is never gonna be what you truly set out for.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely words to live by. I appreciate that. I appreciate hearing that from you, bro. So what's the next step for you? Like, where do you see yourself in the next year, 3 years, 5 years?
Definitely establishing a presence, like, internationally. Putting on, like, high, like, upping the quality of our events. Like, we don't just want to be just any other event, right? It's all about leaving people with an experience that's unique to them, something that they'll always remember,
right,
and always would want to get back to. So those are the next steps for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Flex got next. Hold up.
Tell the people how there was many a nights where I'm sure you needed to study or you needed to sleep. And
all the people didn't know
Flex is just down the hall.
Me and Flex lived together for a certain period of time.
Yeah, like,
so I might leave this at the end of the episode just so you know, if you just a special treat so you guys know how far back we went.
This man want to sleep or he need to study.
You know
I'm in my room, music blasting, practicing on my craft.
But yo, it all went to something, so it's all good.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I was never bothered by like the loud music and shit like that. I was never bothered by like you kind of doing your craft, because honestly, the transition God thing, you said it kind of jokingly, but like it's legit. Like your transitions are really good, and I'm not just saying that to like boost you. I know we're friends and stuff. But anyway, I say that to say this: like I'm really humbled by the fact that you maintain transparency, and our friendship has been constantly at a steady level of growth, and it just means a lot to know that you can reach out to me and I can reach out to you at any point. You know, it goes a long way. So thank you, and I appreciate that. Like,
man,
I don't want you to cry or anything. You know what I mean? I just wanted to shout you out, not just for coming to the pod, but like being a good friend and continuing your craft. Like, I see it, bro. And a lot of the people that you think don't see it, they're watching you, man. So.
That going back to that advice for a younger DJ.
Yeah.
That, like, even till this day, it still hits me like, yo, some people that you don't think are watching are watching
100%.
So you always have to move with some kind of like grace and professionalism.
Yeah,
because there are powers that be, and like it can swing in your favor or it can't. Yeah. And you just want to put yourself in the best position possible to always be in that position to receive God's blessings. So
100%. Well, I appreciate you pulling up for this interview. Just you taking the time out, man. I know that you're busy and you have a busy schedule, but like, I appreciate you, bro. So thank you again, man.
Anytime. The Mayor Media. I'm proud of you, dog.
Nah, chill. Cut the camera.
I'm proud of
Cut the
you,
camera.
bro.
Cut the camera.
I'm proud of you.
I appreciate you, bro.